Hey guys, welcome to another round of Young 78 Game Reviews. Today, we're going to be giving a shout out to a game that I've been meaning to get around to for I would say practically my whole life, or at least since the release of the Sega Saturn. This game is called Policenauts. Now, I didn't find out about this game until about 2 years ago. So a lot of you who have known about this game since its release date are probably going to categorize me, but I will say that I did pick up the original copy for the Sega Saturn, and I will definitely be getting around to playing this game within the next couple of months. So I'm going to do a thorough review on this game in, I would say, within the next 2 to 3 months. But I'm going to go ahead and talk about this game and, talk about why this game caught my attention. First of all, this is one of Hideo Kojima's first successes in Japan after the Metal Gear series. For those of you who are familiar with the game called Snatchers, and now this is a very old game, and it's quite expensive if you want to buy it on the Sega CD. Again, yeah, Sega CD, it's very old. But Snatchers was, it was a game where it forced you to think. I want you guys to go check out this intro, and I'll talk a bit afterwards, and then I'll continue.
2010年、人類初のスペースコロニービヨンドコーストが完成し、人類の宇宙への本格的進出が開始された。2013年、コロニーへの一般市民の移住に伴い、数十万の移住者たちの治安を守るため、俺たち5人の宇宙訓練を受けた警官が選抜された。イギリス・スコットランドヤードからゲイツベッカー、日本の警視庁からジョセフ・貞興徳川、アメリカ・ニューヨーク市警からサルバトーレ・トスカニーニ、そしてロサンゼルス市警から俺とエド・ブラウン。世界中の警察からえりすぐられた俺たちは、警察権限を持つ宇宙飛行士としてポリスノーツと呼ばれた。
So basically what happened was I was in Chinatown about 2 or 3 months ago, and I saw this game for roughly 500 baht. Now 500 baht in US dollars, that's about 10 to 15 bucks. So I picked it up, and then I took it home. I heard about it a few years back. I took it home and I put it into my system, and I was like, oh shit, this game is super sweet. Now I did play through the first level of the game, and I had to put it down because those are the games that I was playing at that point. But one thing I will say is that this game is going to be in my permanent collection even after my Saturn croaks. Again, I'm going to say it's one of Hideo Kojima's first successes in Japan, and why this game was never released in the States is beyond me. I realized that there wasn't a huge market for these types of games in the US, but this should have had at least a computer release, and I know it was released also on the PlayStation and the 3DO. So there are numerous versions of this game, but only in the Japanese language. Now someone out there did make a fan subbed version of this game, which I would love to play it in English, but given the fact that I'm not a big fan of bootleg material, I'm just not going to do that. But what I will say is that if your Japanese is at I'll say it has to be a bit beyond a basic level, but if your Japanese is okay and you enjoy like the old style of video games such as Dragon Rising, the original Snatchers, the old Indiana Jones games for the Commodore 64, in the computer systems, then you'll love this game. You'll be right at home with it. Also, Blade Runner. I know you guys remember this game. Now, anyway, this is the music I was talking about, and as you can hear, it's like this music came out before they released Metal Gear Solid for the PlayStation, and I was like, what the fuck? When I heard this song, I was like, this is Metal Gear, and I was like, whoa. So that's when I figured out that the person who made this game was Hideo Kojima. I found that out later. So again, a lot of you will probably categorize me for that one as well, but it's okay. Anyway, I just want you guys to look at the overall feel and style of it, and one of the things that you know, I read over the internet is that, he even says it on the box, is that this is the, it's like, it's not really a proper sequel to Snatchers, but it's a sequel to Snatchers in the sense that it takes a lot of the gameplay elements from Snatchers and brings it over to you know, the standards of the 32-bit genre. So you know, I can't say today's genre because obviously this is, you know, game came out a long time ago. I'd say it's about 14, maybe 15 years old now. But anyway, you can see from the presentation alone, it's one of those games that I highly recommend you look at it. And it's not an expensive game. It's fairly easy to get. It will cost you anywhere from 20 to 30 bucks. And if you can find a strategy guide online, do it, and you'll enjoy it. Anyway, this is Policenauts, and I hope you guys give me your opinions and let me know what you think of this little tidbit. Adios. See y'all next time.